guys. Today we took a trip out to the Wisconsin Dells. Pretty neat area. This is well known in Wisconsin for being a go-to spot for tourists with all kinds of attractions. And while I'd love to get some video of that, unfortunately my GoPro died this time. My main reason for going out was to get some of the colors changing on the trees anyway. Unfortunately, a lot of that hadn't really come through yet, so it'll have to wait till the next time I'm out. I did get a little bit of time on my own. There was a lot of neat stuff to see. I was very impressed with how many different attractions they could fit in the one area. Very well known for water slides, theme parks, all that kind of stuff. But I guess that gives good reason for me to go back again later. Later in the year, the trees should have more vibrant colors. It'll make for much better video. Hopefully, it won't be as cold, ironically. It was pretty chilly enough so that I actually had to wear a sweater on the way back. And the cloud cover just really didn't do the colors that were there justice. Unfortunately, the main portion I tried to get video of, it also rotated on my GoPro. So sorry in advance for that. Next time I'll have the GoPro set up right and verify it before it starts running. In the meantime, you've been watching my ride out there, or clips from it. Enjoy the rest of that, along with a little music, and I'll be back. Came across this on the way out there, and it was really neat to me. It's coming up here on the left, and I zoomed in on for you, but it just looks, I guess it's a reference to Noah's Ark. You can see the cross on it. It looks kind of like a boat. Don't really know what that is, but I want to make sure I shared it with all of you too. It really struck me on the way out there. It was pretty neat. So here we finally made it over to the Wisconsin Dells. You may have just caught the sign on the way in. And going in, you can start to see some of these colors through here. I was not expecting the traffic though. It was Sunday, random day in October. Like I said, kind of cold, kind of cloudy. So I wasn't really expecting a lot of people like this. That being said, it did go through pretty quick, but I'll go ahead and leave the audio here for you to listen to the motorcycle, because personally I like listening to motorcycles, so enjoy. Yeah, so like I mentioned at the beginning, unfortunately my GoPro did rotate like our phones can, so the rest of the video will end up being in this sort of format. It did still come out with a lot of good colors, but unfortunately a lot of the stuff I wanted to show the most just wasn't able to come through. But next time I'm out, it'll end up looking better. In the meantime, I did want to talk about a few items here. There's a high school that I passed by right here that's just kind of mind-boggling to think what that would be like if you lived there. On the left of where I just passed, there's a field that leads into the forest, and it would be so beautiful to end up growing up around this area. In the meantime, as we enter the kind of foresty area here, I'll throw some music back on, and well, again, the wind noise drowned out my engine, so enjoy the music and the colors. Well, look at you making it all the way to the end. In all seriousness, thanks for sticking around and watching the video. I had a really good time going up for the ride, and honestly, making the video was quite a bit of fun. I'm looking forward to the next trip out and looking forward to sharing it with you. So stick around and let me know what you think. Catch you around.